Okay, welcome back, boys and girls. So, yesterday we did a super cool experiment with some milk and food coloring and a dab of dish soap. And we saw that the soap mixed with the milk and made the milk and the colors move. We explained that the milk was running away from the soap, and we saw that we created a super cool color swirl. Well, I found another very fun activity where we will be making a color swirl again, but this time using candy. So let's get started with that. I will explain what you need and then we'll talk about what's happening, okay? Okay, friends, so to start, let's see what we need. I am going to use 2 plates. They are dinner-sized plates, and they are white in the middle. I don't know how this will look with colored plates, but I am assuming that the color will turn out best if you're using white plates. I have some warm water in the pitcher here, and then I will be using both Skittles and M&Ms. You can choose just one if you want. You can also try this with a different candy if you want to experiment, but I am not sure how candies other than Skittles and M&Ms will work. So let's see. I'm going to press play. Give me 1 second. Here we go. I need to adjust this volume. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna start by forming a rainbow circle. You can create any pattern you'd like. If you want to just use some of the colors and not all of the colors, you can. I decided to go with the rainbow as best as possible, but obviously there's no purple M&Ms and there's no brown in the rainbow. So I pretended that brown was my purple and I made my circle. I tried to make sure that they were all touching each other and that they formed a pretty nice circle. I'm making some more space here so that I can add more M&Ms. And now I'm fixing them so that they're all touching, and so I have a pretty nice circle. Doesn't have to be perfect. And now I'm going to do the same with my Skittles. I'm going to keep the rainbow pattern that I had with my M&Ms. Again, I'm missing some colors. We don't have blue, but we're still doing red, orange, yellow, green, and purple. So same thing, trying to make sure that they're all touching each other, making a nice circle. I'm basically going until I run out of enough colors to make a rainbow. But again, you get to choose what you want. Okay, there you have it. I have my 2 circles. Now I am grabbing, again, this is warm water, and you're going to want to carefully and gently pour your warm water into the center of your candy circle. Okay, that one's done. Let's go ahead and do the same thing to our M&Ms. I was a little too aggressive, so my M&Ms moved. So now I'm being more gentle. Okay, friends, now watch our candy. Look at our Skittles. You can already see we're seeing a rainbow form. And you can see the same thing happening with the M&Ms. So friends, what's happening right now? Well, the warm water is actually dissolving the sugar around our candy. So the outside of our Skittle and the outside of our M&M has this hard colored shell that's actually just made out of sugar. And when water, specifically warm water, mixes with sugar, it dissolves it and it makes the sugar go away and turn into liquid. So what we're seeing is that sugar shell is basically melting into our water. And we're seeing this beautiful rainbow of liquid colors swirl on the plate. Look how cool that looks. You guys can see that's our finished product after the colors moved into the center. And now look, I'm gonna flip our Skittles over and you can see that all we have is the squishy center that's left. The colored shell dissolved into the water. It turned into liquid. Same with our M&Ms. You guys can see the chocolate, but that colorful sugar shell is gone. Look at that. I wonder how those taste now. Probably not very good. But if you want to experiment and try, as long as it's okay with mom and dad, you guys go for it. I wonder if it won't taste as sweet now that the sugar dissolved into the water. All right, you guys. So there you have it. We learned that we can remove the hard shell of our M&Ms and our Skittles by adding some warm water, and that sugar dissolves and it mixes into the liquid. So that sugar is basically going from a hard solid to a liquid because the warm water makes it almost melt off our Skittles and our M&Ms. So all we're left with is the chocolate inside our M&Ms and that squishy, chewy part inside of our Skittles. And we end up with this super cool, colorful swirl. So as usual, if you guys try this at home, please send us pictures. I want to see what colors you get and what your swirl looks like. Maybe you pick a different pattern or different colors for your Skittles and M&Ms. There are tropical Skittles and those have different colors, so those will look different than mine. If you also decide to try out a different candy, I am very curious to know if this would work with other candies. Okay, all right guys, that one was cool. I'll see you guys tomorrow for another fun activity.